we're gonna say that this story starts in Arkham, just to make things easier.
Okay.
And you said you were a pilot, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you just arrived back from a long trip. You brought with you a very strange passenger. This, very rich person. Um, you have overheard when when they were coming back, him and his associate, that they were following a very something very important. You don't necessarily know what it is, as mainly they were sort of speaking on code, like not necessarily divulging anything specific that they were talking about, but they were referring on something that to you it sounded very curious as to. It didn't seem like they were talking about money, and it didn't seem like they were talking about a person either. So it could have been an item or something else.
Yeah.
And so this gentleman did say that there is um, that they're gonna utilize your services, as they came to town to see a museum exhibit, and then after that they're planning to acquire something, which you don't necessarily know how. You just know that there's an exhibit because you overheard it, and then after that they're planning to bring whatever they get on the exhibit somewhere else to do the what word can they use, to shit to I don't know, to cast something, to to use it. But they wouldn't have said specifically what. It's almost as if they were referring to some sort of item or something that they're gonna use to trigger something. That's the idea that mostly you end up getting as a character. Uh,
Okay.
but what it is, God only knows. It could be a key that opens a door. It could be a book to learn something. It could be, you know, you just don't know. Um, so they've been talking mainly about this museum and all that. And obviously, Clyde, you will know about the museum mainly because it's an exhibit of very dark and occult items. So your character, due to its history, might be somewhat interested.
Yeah.
All things considered,
Yeah.
and
For
that
sure.
will happen or will take place. I want to say Saturday, as of Saturday. Right now it would be, I don't know, Friday evening. So the plane will have just landed. So everybody will be exiting the plane, and are you gonna be from Arkham, Ezekiel, or are you going to be just staying in Arkham for the moment?
I mean, my backstory is right now is from Fort Worth, but I could
Okay, no,
change
no,
it.
no, that's fine. That totally works. So your boss then is going to be paying for your stay at the same hotel that they're gonna stay.
Okay.
Because ultimately they're planning to. They may not necessarily plan to stay there, that you know of. So it works out just fine, I guess. So now it comes a question. I know that you guys don't know each other yet in the story, but is there something that you guys would like to do before Saturday comes up?
A quick question, Red Wolf. Tell me a little bit about your character.
Okay, yeah. Uh, uh, Clyde Fink, he is a professor at Arkham University. He's not really. He's kind of gone crazy, but he's back. So he's kind of jaded in a way, but he's generally pretty nice. But I do. It's with you being a pilot, and totally up to you. In a previous campaign, I do know that one of the other characters had a pilot friend that this character had met. Didn't really meet, but the guy flew him to Montana or some crap. I mean, simplicity, we could just make the connection like that so that we can go in as if we do know each other rather than doing the whole rigmarole. How's that?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Make it easier.
Good deal.
And
Any specifics you want to know about me?
I was just like curious. Like I had no idea like who Clyde was.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's a professor. There's really not much about him.
Yeah, Ezekiel's a pilot. He was in the war, and he he flies airplanes, but he also flew airships. And like his like dip into the weird is that he was a private airship pilot for an expedition, and then like one guy came back and was just ranting and raving, and he has no idea what happens to the rest of them. I was just like, oh, okay. Gotta take this airship back, but I'll report it to everybody.
Wow, that sucks. I'm out of here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, they ran out of food and stuff, so he's like, we can't wait for him. We gotta go back, you know?
So just curious. So since you, as a pilot, arrived in town, would you be calling him then, or would you be just?
If we know each other, then
Actually,
I do have an office.
Actually,
I do have an office
we
at
can
the university.
we can make it even better. So, since you've heard your boss, I mean the guy that hired you to fly, might not necessarily be your boss. He might just be the guy that just hired you. Talk about this item in the exhibit, which, mind you, that the exhibit is going to happen in Arkham University. Maybe that's when you decide to give him a call.
Yeah.
Maybe that works better for you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So then you give him a call, and and you guys do you want to meet at the exhibit, or do you want to meet before the exhibit?
Well, it depends on what Clyde's doing. You know, like if you're still at the university, like working on stuff, and I can meet you there, or if you're like at home, we can meet at like a bar or something, talk.
Well, given the circumstances that I'm a professor specialized in occult, and we're about to do an exhibit with occultist artifacts, right?
Yeah.
So would it be reasonable to believe that I would actually be with or near the artifacts getting that set up, or?
You could. I mean, there will be nothing really stopping you.
Especially if it's like a new exhibit opening the next day, he would probably be like, I gotta make sure everything's just right.
Yeah, so I guess we can play it that I'm I'm just trying to get all that set up at the university then.
Okay. Sure thing. All right. So you are at the university, and he calls you, right? So let's then play that out in that way. We know exactly what is it that you guys want to do, so you guys can set
Okay.
that whole thing up. Like obviously when I guess would you tell your boss that you know him?
I mean, probably not, because it sounds to me like they were in their own private conversation, and I really wouldn't let them know I was listening in.
Okay.
That's their business, man. I'm just flying the plane.
Okay. Well, I mean, ultimately, they're bringing you with them to the exhibit. So,
Yeah, I guess I might mention, it's like, I got a friend that works there. And if they were interested, I'd be like, yeah, his name is, Clyde Fink. But,
okay, and your boss to that will reply, "Oh wow, well, let me tell you something because I am really interested in acquiring an item, and obviously, I have told you that we need your services to travel around, but besides what I have promised you that I will pay you for traveling and flying us, if you can talk him into coming with us, and maybe helping us, I'll be more than happy to discuss with you what is it that you would like. I mean, what would you need to make this happen?"
well, I guess that would be more on Clyde, what he's got going on, but I mean, I can talk to him for you. That's
Yeah,
no
but I think
problem.
that
But what?
you should be rewarded in a way. I mean, this is something that we wasn't counting on, and obviously you know him. I don't know him, so I want you to be able to be at a good spot, I guess, at a good place. I want to show you that we appreciate your efforts.
Well, I appreciate that, but I mean, me just going and talking to him to begin with is not a big deal. I want to see my buddy anyways, but I mean, we can discuss a payment, you know, if things get rolling. That's I mean, what
Well,
what
no,
did you
yeah,
have in
definitely.
mind?
But that's, I mean, obviously, would you want to discuss that in front of Clyde, or would you rather that be something private? I mean, because if Clyde comes, I'm sure that he may be interested into discussing something too. So,
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's I really do this for more the adventure of just going and seeing new places and stuff. But I'm pretty. But
all right.
what
Well,
would you think would be a fair price?
how about I'll give you $1,000 for coming with us, and also bringing, if you're able to bringing him along, I'll give you $1,000 total for flying us, and also from allowing us to use your friend, providing us your friend, as a as somebody that has knowledge on these things, and knows everything.
That seems plenty fair. Tell you what, I'll go give him a call and see if I can go meet up with him tonight and see if he's interested at all in this.
That sounds
And
that sounds fantastic. I think it's some of the best news I have heard in the whole day, considering that we have to wait till tomorrow to see the exhibit. Maybe, since you're saying that he works there, maybe he could hook us up with a private tour of the exhibit.
well, maybe so. I don't remember how much pool Clyde has there, but I'll go meet with him. Discuss things, see what he can do,
Please let him
see if
know
he's
that
interested.
the money is not an issue. I'll be happy to, rent the museum if I need to for a private session there.
Well, all right, I'll let him know. I don't think you'd be able to rent it on the opening day of the exhibit, but probably maybe Sunday or Monday when traffic's a little less. You could probably pull that
Well,
off. But
just try to let him know that we need it as soon as possible. So, I mean, ultimately, I appreciate your efforts, no
yeah,
matter. But the sooner we can get this done, the better.
yeah, no problem. I'll go take care of that right now.
Oh, thank you very
Thank you again,
much.
Mister. What's the guy's name?
My name is Mr. Johnson.
Thank you again, Mister Johnson. I'll go give Clyde a call and see if I can't meet up with him.
Appreciate it. That's fantastic.
So I'll go and find a phone and give Clyde a call at the museum.
All right. So you go downstairs, probably to the local diner, or maybe the reception of the hotel.
Probably the
And
reception hotel.
yeah, and the receptionist allows you to use the phone, and you give him a ring. So, and he's calling you now, Clyde.
Yeah.
Hey, Clyde, it's Zeke. How are things going?
Oh. They're going a little bit behind, but what's up?
Well, I was wondering if I could meet with you, and I want to see you, but also I got a job offer for you if you're interested.
Um. Do you want to come to the university?
Sure.
Just meet me at my office and we can talk there.
All right, man. I'll head right there. Talk to you when we get there. Bye.
All right.
All right.
So I'll,
you hop in the car.
get
I
a
guess.
cab.
Oh, actually, you don't have a car because you just arrived. So I guess you hop.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the,
So I figured I'd get a
I'll
cab.
send for a car. Okay, bye.
on a taxi.
Thanks, Clyde.
You hop on a taxi and you head there.
All right.
So you get to the university, and you enter. You see the university is a huge place. This school is very popular. You see that there's many people that they don't actually look like they're students, but most likely they are there just simply for the exhibit. There's a lot of people just walking around. They're holding pamphlets about the exhibit. Somebody at the door actually hands you a little pamphlet asking you to show up for the exhibit. So it's a big thing.
All right. So I'll go and find Clyde's office.
All right, so you go in, and Clyde is sitting at his office over there working on something.
Would it be reasonable to assume that the artifacts that we're going to be displaying, that like I would be getting them set up on their stands or something, or are they already on display?
The artifacts would already be set up on the stands over there at the exhibit itself.
Okay. I guess so. Going into it, can I roll a cold just to see what I know about it initially, just so that I can participate in the conversation proactively?
Go ahead. Go right ahead.
Fuck! I'm gonna push it. I'm pushing it.
You don't know anything. Like you know less than nothing. You start looking at one of the artifacts, and you put it down, and you realize that there's some paper under, and you come up to the thought that makes such a great paperweight. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And it looks so nice too. Maybe you should let the university to get more of those and to just pass them to all the teachers for daily. But anyway, you show up in to Clyde's office. You see Clyde through the window. He's sitting looking at this item over some papers, and I guess you knock.
Yeah.
Okay. So Clyde, go ahead and take it away.
Clyde?
Yeah.
Mind if I come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll walk in the door.
I'm getting up for you.
Didn't expect you to. I just didn't want to interrupt you if you was in the middle of something.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, man. How about you, Clyde?
Well, I'm trying to set up for the new display that we're going to be showcasing tomorrow, and I frankly just don't get it.
Yeah, well, I mean, did you handle every single piece yourself, or did you have TAs and stuff working on it?
I mean, I thought I got a good look at them that one time, but I guess not. But yeah, I've been doing most of the setup for the PR stuff, not the actual hands-on stuff. But hey, you mentioned a job though. What's
Well, I got these clients that I flew in here, and they were talking about some piece of your exhibit. And do I recall the name?
I'm sorry. Do you what?
Do I recall the name of the item, or I didn't know?
No, they didn't tell you.
Okay. Yeah, they were real interested in seeing one of the pieces in your exhibit here, and I mentioned that I knew you working at the museum or university, and they were very interested in hiring you to come with us. They had me flying them all over. They would love your expertise. Hell, I'll tell you this, man. They offered me $1,000 just for going along with them and getting you to come. So I'm sure you could ask for more than that. And I know on a teacher's salary, that's quite a bit.
yeah? So wait, they wanted to buy an item from the exhibit?
Yeah, they mentioned something about that, and I was like, I'll ask, but I don't know about that. They even mentioned that money wasn't an option. They'd rent out the whole museum for a private showing.
That's a little above me, I think, but that's I guess I might need to talk to them to figure out exactly who to route them to, because that's some pretty high level stuff.
Yeah, maybe like the president of the university or the dean.
Yes, some seems like that. Do you know what they wanted?
No, they weren't real particular on that. As you know, I'm just their pilot. They're not going to share all their details with me.
Yeah, no. Do I know of any particular item that is high value? I'm assuming it's the new exhibit stuff, but
Yeah, no, it's
I don't think those are valuable at all.
It's definitely the new exhibit stuff, but there's just so much in there that, and considering that you didn't pass the occult roll, to you it's all like trinkets at this point. It could be anything. I mean, not necessarily that you will give it the importance of a trinket, but it's just that truly it could be anything.
Well, I guess that's a pretty vague offer, but I mean, it's not the first time I kind of contract my services before. The university's pretty cool about that, as long as I can bring them cool stuff. So I guess where are they at? Are they trying to?
They're at the hotel bar right now. And we can go back there if you want to, but you seem pretty busy at the moment. You want me to just set up the meeting for maybe
Yeah.
just before the exhibit opens tomorrow?
Yeah. Yeah, I probably, now I'm thinking about it, I should probably get a better understanding of what the hell we're displaying. I need to probably focus on that. So yeah, let's do it for tomorrow morning. What time does the display open? Like 10 a.m. You said?
No, the display is gonna open around 3.
3 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, how about you bring those guys around up to my office around noon tomorrow?
Okay. Maybe we can get them into buying us lunch at the same time.
Yeah, there's a good diner. There's a diner across the street.
Yeah, all right, man. I'll let them know. Let them know you're interested in working for them, and you'll figure out who they need to talk to about purchasing something if that's even possible.
Yeah,
But
I've never heard of it, but I know that I have a guy. The guy who lives in actually owns my apartment building. He throws money around like that sometimes. So
yeah.
let's see.
Well, hey, before I get out of here, you mind if I take a quick peek at the exhibit?
Yeah, sure. Well, yeah, let me walk you down.
Awesome, man. Thanks.
Yeah. Is this thing is it just like in a museum type setup or like a gallery type thing? So it's just out in the open or what?
Like a gallery type thing. There's gonna be pedestals everywhere with all this stuff being.
But if it's like an unveiling, I'm assuming like there's probably like drapes covering it. So like, would I be able to get access to it to show him? Like, can we see it? Or
well, you're sort of running the show.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
You can do what you want.
So yeah, it's true. So it's just, and I don't even know what the big deal is.
Technically, at the university right now, you're sort of like a director in a way. So you could, provided that they give you enough money, you could technically set up a private exhibition with them if that's what they want. Ultimately, granted that you don't know exactly what is it that they want and what do they want it for, but you're the one that did the inventory and that
Yeah, I pretty much run the show.
checked everything. So you're definitely fully responsible for all that.
Yeah, that's concerning that you're specifying responsibility, but yes. let's let's go check out how secure my job is.
Pretty much.
I guess if I'm in control of it, then I want to have some control here. So I'm thinking that we're gonna at least have it in the display, but like curtains around it, so that it's like there's pedestals in there, so you'd have to intentionally climb over it to get to it. So at least it's a little funky, but there's like a sidebar. So I'll take Zeke into the sidebar behind the drapes, so that it's like still hidden from public, but like at least we could check it out.
And
I don't want to get in trouble for people seeing it ahead of time.
And a phone rings at your office, and when the phone rings, there's a woman that apparently took the call, like a receptionist type, and she says, there is a Mr. Johnson on the line looking for somebody named Ezekiel.
Oh, hey, that's my boss. All right, let me go take that real quick. So I'll go to the phone.
Yeah, and he says, "Hey, I figure that maybe if because me kind of giving you the details I gave you maybe is not enough. So if you want, I'll be happy to just simply meet with him or talk to him directly. See if we can get to that private meeting, um, private exhibition, and see what we can set up.
Yeah, well, Mr. Johnson, I've already talked to Clyde. And he's prepared to meet y'all at noon tomorrow.
Oh,
After I
great!
got finished here, I was gonna go meet y'all and let y'all know.
Great, wonderful. Where are we meeting?
At his office at the university.
All right, perfect. That's what I like to hear. I'll be ready to talk to him and you business, and I'm sure we can get to an accord, and ultimately every man has its price, so we should be fine.
Yeah. Is there a specific item you want me to talk to him about? That way he's
Well,
ready for tomorrow.
I would rather just give him the details myself tomorrow, some of the details, and
Of course, Mr. Johnson.
yeah,
Not a
just,
problem.
just discuss that with him directly.
All right. Well, I'll let him know everything's set up, and I'll see y'all. Probably get back and go to bed, and I'll see y'all in the morning.
Perfect. Well, I will see you when you come back. But yeah, we will. We will definitely all meet up tomorrow.
All
By the
right.
way,
Sounds
any
good. I'll
expenses
talk to
that
you.
you incur when you're out there, by all means, I'll be happy to pay for them.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure thing. And if you can think of anything that you may need for this expedition, by all means, please get it, and we can ultimately cover it for you.
I appreciate it very much, Mr. Johnson. I'll let Clyde know that y'all run a fair business practice, and
Oh, thank
I'll see you
very
later.
much.
And I'll hang up and then go back to Clyde.
Okay.
Hey, Clyde. Yeah, it was just Mr. Johnson. That's the guy I wanted to meet you. I let him know that meeting's all set up for tomorrow and stuff, and I asked him about the details, and he said he wanted to give them to you directly. So I, didn't see a reason to pushing or nothing.
Yeah. Huh. All right.
Also,
Well,
he told me he would cover any expenses as far as equipment and stuff we needed for the expedition. So,
oh, really?
and they seem to have very deep pockets. So, get the nicest equipment you can if you're coming.
Oh, yeah. I always do when that's the offer. Um, all right, cool. You want to go see that? You want to go see the exhibit real quick?
Yeah,
I'll give you a
man.
little behind the scenes.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
like
let's go
feeling
see
like
what.
a very important person.
Yeah, see what all the hubbub's about. I don't think there's much, but
All right. So you enter the exhibit, and obviously all the lights were off, but you turn the lights on, and you can see that it's not a lot. It's maybe like a big hallway type room, um, with a lot of stuff. Some stuff
do I know where it came from?
uh, different parts of the world. You wouldn't be able to just make up one part. I mean, some of it would have probably been from Egypt. Some of it would have been from Asia, Europe. I mean, they just unloaded stuff over there for you, and
Just a smorgasbord of history.
yeah, some of it might have looked interesting, and they brought it. Some of it may actually be something historic, for that matter. Some of it may actually be nothing. Then they might have brought it just because it looked like it could be something. So
And I'll tell you this, Clyde, that fertility statue over there is stacked.
Yeah.
so you see different things. There's books. I mean, tones that they are probably in different languages, but they're definitely there. You see the some some amulets, some crystals, some weird items that you wouldn't be able to tell what they are. Some little small statues. There's a. I think the biggest item there is probably a big sarcophagus, but
Oh,
that's it.
that's the coolest one.
So, you opened up that sarcophagus and seen the mummy yet?
No, not yet. Uh,
Is
it's on the list. It's on the list. Don't worry. But, we have to catalog this whole hallway. So
Man.
we figured since we're cataloging, we just kind of have it show the public kind of where some of their money that they donate to us goes, and it's kind of like it goes to the expeditions that get the stuff. So we figured we kind of get them a little peek while we look into what it is. Actually.
So,
But anyways, the price of Resistance, the new piece that we're gonna be putting out. Assuming it's over here.
let's take a look.
Well, I mean, all of it is what you'll be putting out.
Oh, so it's not just one specific piece.
No. You received a lot of stuff, but you just don't know exactly. Shit. You have no idea what the guy could be interested in.
Do I know where we're going to travel next? Has he informed me of that? Okay.
No, because mainly you are there, as far as you know, you are there to try to retrieve something. Or, I mean, he is there to try to retrieve something. So, I guess maybe he'll divulge the next information, provided that he's successful on acquiring whatever he's looking for.
Okay. So we just continue to browse.
Yeah.
Is there anything that sticks out?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Good question.
Is there like a certain piece that like kind of sticks out, like catches our eye?
Well, considering that he failed the occult roll, everything's just out of the ordinary, weird stuff, not stuff that you see every day. So you'll have to be very lucky to be able to figure it out exactly what it is, and not by knowledge. It will be more so by, oh hey, yeah, I saw that before. You know?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like there's something like there was like, oh hey, that looks interesting. Like to me, since he's just like, I gotta catalog all this and everything, and I'm just like, ooh, look at that.
I'm not even focused on what the fuck it is yet. It's just so much work.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean everything. I mean you can roll spot hidden if you want, but I mean you wouldn't necessarily find anything out of previous knowledge. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, no.
Well,
I failed it. I'm just overwhelmed by the menagerie of items.
It's so much stuff.
There's so many weird, eclectic things here that I don't know anything about.
Yeah, so while we look at it, if we figure out that it's not worth anything, we pretty much just mark it off as like a write-off, and we just donate it to, or we donate to the trash. Usually, we just throw it out. It's not worth anything to us. It's not worth anything to anyone. But sometimes there's some valuable stuff, but it's kind of a catch-all down here.
I mean, you could always auction stuff off that you think's worthless, but some collector might want it anyways. There's people that collect everything.
I'm generally just good at figuring out what it, where it came from and, symbolic. I don't know how much stuff costs really too much. I don't really understand how people spend their money on the amount of money people spend on this stuff is crazy.
Right? I mean,
I
it
don't
doesn't
get
do
that.
anything. It's just like, oh, let me put this up in my house. It's like, oh, I have this piece of history. Like, you could save that money, buy a plane, buy a boat, all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff, man.
Well, sometimes they have some weird properties to them, but it's a lot to take in sometimes.
Some people.
Weird properties like what?
Yeah,
It's,
sometimes they make you
old
feel a
junk.
certain way.
You mean like when you look at a painting, you're like, oh, that's beautiful kind of way, or like something else?
That feeling, like that same type of feeling, but the exact opposite. I would say. But just
Why
as
the hell
real.
would anybody want that?
Sometimes, like in my line of work specifically, I feel like sometimes it leads you to find things that sometimes shouldn't always be found, and that sometimes some of these things here might be things that shouldn't have been found. But it's also a very interesting way to live life, because those things can also make life very fun for a certain cost sometimes. It's just interesting to learn about it.
I'll take your word for it, man, but to me it just looks like old neat junk.
Most of it is.
Yeah, it figures as much. Well, Clyde, I'll let you get back to it. I know you got a lot to do before tomorrow, and I'll talk to them, let them know, see if I can learn anything else about what we're going to be doing.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I want to go buying equipment for, Arctic type survival, and it's the desert.
Yeah, that's the worst time. That's the worst thing to do. I did that once. It was not fun.
Yeah, but not.
Desert snowshoes is not the way to go.
Yeah, well, I'll give you a call in the morning and let you know if there's any specific equipment we need to gather before we meet up with them. Because it seems like
good
these
deal.
guys are in a hurry, so I think as soon as their business is done with you, they're going to be wanting to get the move on.
Yeah, well, I'll maybe I might read up on kind of the exhibit a little bit. If he's interested in something here, I might need to maybe learn more about what's going on.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll let you get to it, and I'll head back over there.
Alrighty.
Always good seeing you, Clyde. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
So I'll head back to the hotel.
So you head back towards the hotel. Perfect. And Clyde, so what are your thoughts after such meeting?
Well, it's not unusual to get an offer like that. Maybe the way that it was sent to me is unusual, but that's the message itself is not unusual. Someone wanting something from me to help them learn or something. It's not unusual. But what is the expedition of it, just how fast he's wanting it, and the fact that I don't know what he wants exactly, or the nature how he wants it. So, for Ezekiel's character, Luke, just so you're aware, Clyde has had a few run-ins with, actual, demon type deals, and actually went crazy to the point where he lost the ability to talk for 6 months, and he has recovered since then. So he's clearly because he can talk, but he's seen some shit. So he's also not super trusting of people that are interested in this stuff, because even though he is equally interested in this stuff, usually his intentions aren't for ill, but more often than not, a lot of people are.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, Ezekiel would just be like, whatever. He wouldn't want to do something illegal as far as oh, we're gonna rob the museum or steal it or take it by force. It's oh, hey, they just want to buy some weird shit, whatever.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't come to that, because I'm carrying my gun at the at work, so It's up on my desk.
Yeah, Ezekiel always carries his gun with him. He's like, yeah, why wouldn't I carry my gun? You meet all kinds of weird people that, trying to, you don't want to get hijacked. And so I was like, take me to this place, as a pilot. I don't know how
Yeah, I
common
can
that
see
would
that
be
being a
back
problem.
then, but
Yeah. But with that, I would like to. Can I try again just to figure out something about these artifacts? Just is there any? Can I read? Can I use library use on something rather than
Sure. I
occult if
mean,
the
you
occult is
can.
already expended?
I mean, okay, I mean, I'm assuming that you're going to investigate all the stuff that you got. So you would, you will use library use on the items. The problem is that we can go ahead and say that since that arrived so soon, you haven't had the chance to do it, and that's why when you rolled occult, you just didn't know anything right off the bat. That way we can
Alright.
justify the occult roll failing.
Yeah.
well, presumably if it's like stuff that's come in, like there's usually paperwork and stuff with it. And so it would really just be a matter of him going through everything and taking the time to do that. Wouldn't it?
I mean, yeah, but that would have arrived. Let's say.
But it's also like, what's the description though, right? Like
Of
some
what?
of like if it's weird obscure. So that's what I'm saying. Like if it's weird obscure stuff, the description might not really do it justice of like
Oh well,
what it actually is.
and also particularly if whoever brings it also has no idea what it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Kind of that's what I'm here for. I have to fucking clue.
like you may have an item called I don't know, Egyptian small stature figurine. That
Oh yeah.
that's
Figurine-
probably as
figurine
much
one,
information as
figurine
you're
two.
gonna get. You know. And then it will be for you to determine that, okay, well, that statue was used on this. It was used by this guy, or you know. So, I'm just saying there wouldn't be a whole lot of information given to you when it arrives. You will have received the delivery on a bunch of boxes. And maybe if you were lucky enough, somebody helped you, unload the boxes and unload the stuff. But that's it.
Yeah,
That's as much information as you would have done. The museum, if anything, probably bought the items by weight, not by the type of items that they were. So
Makes sense. They would have just bought like a bulk order of stuff. Like, hey, we have all these things. Right?
yeah, bring them. We might get something interesting.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'll just have to wait for him to show me what he wants.
So anyway, all right. So we're gonna fast forward time then, since nothing else is happening. And ultimately,
like, the hotel.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's play that out first then. You arrive at the hotel, and Mr. Johnson, he sees you walk in, and he gets up, and he says, "Is everything good to go then for tomorrow?"
Yes, sir. That's all set up for us to meet him tomorrow. Let me ask you a question about acquiring items for our expedition. What can you tell me about it? I don't want to go behind a winter parka when we're headed to the desert. Also, I need to make a flight plan for us.
Well, right now, we're not going anywhere unless we found exactly what we're looking for, and I am not sure that it is there or not. But the long story short, and he coughs when he talks, and he says, "The long story short is, I have lived a life of excesses. You know that. I'm somebody that has had all my life a lot of money. But unfortunately, sometimes you may have a lot of money, but you may not be lucky on other things. Like, you may not necessarily have health, like in my case. And the
All right.
problem with that is that you can't buy your health with money. Once you
It's
do
true.
certain things, or once you get your ticket, that's the type of luck you get. So, with that being said, there is something I have found that I might be able to access to improve my health. And I am willing to pay anything to get my health back. So
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
Right. So I have come to some information that of one of the items that may be there that we may be able to use to travel somewhere else in search of the means for me to be able to get my health back.
No offense, Mr. Johnson. This kind of sounds like some Fountain of Youth type stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't know that it's gonna make me young, but as long as it gets the between you and I have cancer. So as long as it gets
man.
rid of the cancer, then I'm good. I mean, I got nothing to lose at this point because you know what, I'm gonna die anyway. And
Yeah, that's true.
and I don't mind paying as much as I have to pay because once I die, I'm not gonna take it with me.
Yeah, it's a enlightened view of the world, sir, and
Exactly.
of the afterlife.
So might as well use it to try to get as much as I can close to be able to resolve my situation.
Yeah. Well, I guess it sounds about like all you can tell me. So,
Yeah, and
I'll grab me
now
a
that
bite
he
to eat
told
here
you
at the
that,
bar.
and now that he told you that he has cancer, when you look at him, it actually makes a little bit of sense. You always notice that he was a little bit pale.
Yeah.
But now you kind of look at him and you're like, huh, okay, yeah, I see it. Kind of like it clicks.
I could
Yeah.
see cancer.
Yeah, so, okay. So he wasn't like that pale just naturally. He was,
Yeah.
the guy was sick. So, anyway, the next day comes up. Mr. Johnson says, "Hey, Henry." Henry is the other guy that he normally has his discussions with.
Yeah.
So, Henry, you ready to go? And Henry's like, "Yes, sir. I have all the plans and everything, and I have all the information we need. We just need to be able to look through the items, and if the item's there, I will identify it." Perfect. Perfect, Henry. Perfect. And Ezekiel, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to go, sir.
All right. Well, let's go. Let's go. Get in the car and head over there.
Sounds good.
So, you guys head over there, and by the time you get there, you get to Clyde's office. Clyde, it's probably waiting for
Door's
you.
open.
Yep. He's waiting for you. He sees you coming. All right, you see them coming. What do you do, Clyde?
I'll stand up and go to shake their hands, meeting them for the first time.
And I would introduce him and be like, "This is Clyde Fink, professor of whatever he is, and then this is Mr. Johnson and Henry."
Oh well, it's truly an honor. I have heard so much about you, Clyde. Ezekiel here has have nothing but good things to say about you. Have you worked over here at the university for a long time?
Uh, yeah, for probably 8 years or so. Yeah.
Oh wow, that is indeed a very long time. Is it something you do because you just have to do it, or do you actually enjoy
Uh,
what you do?
no, it provides me an outlet to wonder. I guess sometimes gets you into some hot water, but that's all part of it, ain't it?
Oh, that's very good. Yeah, definitely. Having an inquisitive mind is always good. Um, but let me cut to the chase. You're probably wondering why we're here. My associate here, Henry Thomas, and I, we are currently in search of an item that we have information that was given to us that indicates that the item could potentially be in your exhibition. So I was wondering if you don't mind if we have a private tour, and maybe if it's there we can, I don't know, arrange a way that we can go ahead and maybe trade it in, make some
Uh,
business. Maybe I could
I mean,
potentially even hire you as somebody that can be an advisor to me, because we are about to embark on some other things, provided that we find the item I'm looking for, and if we do find it, I won't hold it as a secret what I'm looking for. I will definitely tell you, and then you just give me your price, and I'm sure we can make something work.
uh, yeah. I mean, it's not unheard of to have donations made to the department for artifacts of value. But
Well,
yeah, we'll check it
this
out.
wouldn't go as a donation. This will go as a quiet business transaction between you and I. We wouldn't want anybody
Oh,
to
and then I don't.
catch wind of the fact that we are taking something out of a university, out of an exhibition. So maybe, you can help a poor, sick old man, in his pursuit of of his trying to get his health back.
Well, why don't we go look and see if the thing you're looking for is here? Then we can discuss further.
Sure, we should definitely do that.
Can I do a psychology on him? Just to, like,
Yeah, you
what's it
can.
like? Is
You can definitely do a psychology on him.
not that he's trying to deceive me. Like, is he like? Was he trying to like intimidate me in a way with that last statement of trying
No, he
not
was
intimidate,
not
but like
trying to
is he
intimidate you at all.
concerned that he's trying to like is he trying to keep it under wraps? Like, is he afraid of it getting out? Because like it would be a simple transaction if it was an above board
No,
donation.
he was not trying to intimidate you at all. If anything, he just sounds very eager to get whatever he's looking for.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Let's go look and see if the thing you're wanting is here.
All right. So you walk in, and and Henry goes like, "Okay, I'll start looking."
I'm gonna lock the door behind us once we get in. I'm gonna lock it just so that it's like no one's coming in since it's still a closed display.
Sure, sure. No problem.
Just so that that's
Okay.
all right.
So
Do
Henry,
you see
Henry's
the?
looking at different things, whatever, while Mister Miss, while the guy talks to you, pretty much. He says, "Look, I'm gonna be upfront with you. I am a very very wealthy man. I have always had very good luck, and I have had everything and anything I want in excess. And due to that, I never gave importance to what truly mattered. And what truly mattered, he says, is the fact that, we're only in this place for so long. Eventually, we have a due date. And when that due date comes, we are no longer in this place. He says, but the long story short is that due to those successes that I have had, I have done things that I shouldn't have, and therefore nowadays my body is paying for it. So I have knowledge that some of these items can provide me with the ability to figure out a way to heal myself. Heal that and be able to get my health back. And Henry goes ahead and says, I found it! He's like, and so Mr. Thompson says, oh, excuse me for a moment, gentlemen. And he approaches Henry. He's like, and they're talking.
I will also approach.
They're
I
talking
wanna get
very low. And then when you show up, he says, "Okay, but are you sure that's the one?" And he says, "Yes, this is definitely one. 150%. This is the one." The item is a very small statue of an item of some sort of something that happens to have a bunch of tentacles for legs and arms, seems to have mouths everywhere around it. And so as a player, not as a character, I will tell you that the item is a statue of Nalatotep, which you can probably imagine it by now. But as a character, you don't know that.
Well, would Clyde? I believe Clyde's had run-ins with that guy. Unless we're just doing a completely clean slate.
No, I mean, if you if you had a run with him, then you will remember who he is, and maybe you didn't spot that while you were doing inventory, but it's definitely there. And so Henry will say, "Okay, so this is the item we need. How much can we pay you for the item, and maybe hire your services to come with us and advise us while we utilize the item in order to be able to get my health back? I mean, we will need to travel abroad, just so you know," he says.
Okay. Just first things. You mind if I can I take a look at the figurine?
And he's like, "Well, we haven't taken it. It's still inside of the encased glass. If anything, you will need to take it out for us. You just tell me what the price is, and I'll be happy to pay you for it.
Well, that's heavy stuff. Let me.
Do you wanna part ways for maybe $1,000 for the figurine? And maybe and maybe I'll pay you another 1,000 just for you to come with us and assist us on our adventure.
Well, see, but there's the aspect of you wanting to keep it quiet, which is possible. Like it's possible
okay,
to do it, but it will take.
Then just tell me what number you want. What number will?
Let's throw out 5,000 for you to get this figurine. I will advise you on this trip, and it will be under the books. I will just figure something out. I'll need the inventories tagged from that, and I'll have to remove the inventory slip from inventories.
Okay, 5,000 is no problem.
All right, but this is also any valuables or trinkets that I find on my journey. I keep in our mind.
As long as they are not having anything to do with our mission, sure. I mean, because ultimately, if I need an item to be able to use for my goal, which is to get my health back, then ultimately, I will need to use it. But as long as it doesn't have anything to do with that, then yeah, you can keep everything. You're fine.
Well, where are we having Zeke flies to then? After we're done here.
Where are we what?
Where are we flying to?
Oh, and Henry says, well, we are going to fly to Egypt.
Oh. I should have guessed. Alright, I got my duffel bag at my office.
Perfect.
Can we wait till after the after the display opens? I should probably be around for that.
And why's that?
Well, in 3 hours.
You said you're gonna keep it off the book, so how will they know that there's a missing item?
No, I'm not worried about that. That's fine. That's done with. Don't worry about that. I'm just worried about I should be here to open the display. So are we gonna leave after that? When are we?
I mean, that's just a door. I'm assuming you have an assistant over here that maybe you can leave instructions on how you want things done, and they'll do it. If not, I think with all the money I'm giving you, you can probably afford to get yourself an assistant. Maybe it's time for somebody to get an upgrade. I don't have
description. I don't have any sort of tenure yet, so I gotta still show up for stuff. But I'll figure it out. I gotta go to my office and get all the inventory stuff figured out and collect my stuff. Where should I meet everyone?
Well, if we are all set, we should probably meet at the airport today at 3 p.m. Here, Ezekiel is going to be flying us to Egypt.
All right.
And
That's may need a little more time in that to get everything planned out, but I'll see what I can do. But that's a long flight. We're gonna have to hop around. I'll fly over to England first, then make our way down to Africa.
That's fine. That's okay. That's understandable. Also, we could bring some fuel with us, and we could just stop real quick somewhere. Fuel.
Well, that's more weight we gotta carry, and we can only carry so much. So stop in England, refuel, and then make our way down, probably down to Spain, refuel again, and we should be able to make the jump across the Mediterranean from there.
It sounds like a lovely idea. I want to say I can see that I am in great hands right now, and I can't wait for all of us to make this happen. This is going to be a very successful mission. I can see.
Out of character, I'm assuming this guy has his own private plane, or are we renting one?
You don't know if he owns it or not, but the plane is not anything to brag about. This is a charter plane that probably has seen better days. And it's, it works for what it's worth.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, if it would be enough to get us across the Atlantic.
Well, it's on the big sides. It's not like a small plane. It's just that there were no passenger planes that could fly over the Atlantic back then. So that's
It's
what
like
you
an
got.
EX expedition.
That's pretty much what
I'm
you
trying.
got.
Yeah, I mean, I think there was like a couple that could fly over the Atlantic, but pretty rare.
On the 20s, you only had charter planes that were big enough. They were not for passengers. Anything that was passenger was pretty much not local but nationwide, pretty much. Like, not
Yeah.
not international to where you will cross a whole ocean with it. No.
Well, then we'd have to fly it to Greenland and then over to England.
But
But that's beside the point. That's the way my brain works. I'm like, okay, how am I going to actually fly us there? It's like, it's a fantasy game, dude.
it's all good. It's all good. Ultimately, we can play it off much like we we do the rule for bullets. You never run out of bullets. So you'll never run out of gas as long as you're going. Yeah, your plane may go down for different reasons, but not for gas.
Okay, no.
So, but yeah, ultimately we are going to stop. If you think that you should stop at Greenland, then you are going to stop at Greenland to refuel.
Yeah.
So, Henry, Henry goes ahead and says, do you have some sort of case in which we can put that or something? Also, the quicker we get in the air, the better. I don't trust that we are not going to be, victims of somebody trying to steal our item.
Expecting people to follow you?
Well, not everybody, not everywhere in this country or around the world is super safe, and definitely I wouldn't want to jeopardize the only item that Mr. Thompson has to be able to accomplish his mission. I mean, what would it be the point of even going there?
Well, Henry, unfortunately, I don't have a gift basket. So.
Well, maybe we can get
No.
some sort of case or something, and Henry says, "Well, whatever we can get, maybe we can get a. Do you happen to have maybe a bag with a fake bottom or something that we can hide it, or
How big is this figurine?
it's not that big at all. It's probably, I want to say, 5 inches tall and maybe 3.5 inches wide.
Okay.
I mean, Zeke, you think you could fit that in your coat pocket?
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean,
But,
he said, no, no, no. We don't want to put it in the pocket. I mean, somebody may swipe it from him.
I bet you got some kind of small boxes that stuff came in that we could stuff it in for now. It would be nondescript.
So you mean like to leave it just laying around on the airplane?
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Seeing it from my viewpoint, if people see you coming out of here with a box or a bag, they're gonna assume you took something, which would be very counteractive to what you're also wanting. So probably pocketing it is probably the best option, so that we're leaving everything as we came in as we're coming out.
I see what
Oh,
you're saying.
you mean to get it out of the university? I wasn't referring to that. I was just simply referring, Henry says, to anybody that may try to like rob us or anyway.
Well, I'll just.
Well, yeah, I mean, I got probably something up in my office, but I don't really want you guys coming with me up there with this thing.
Oh, what do you have in your office?
No, I don't want you guys carrying the goddamn statue around the
No,
whole university.
I get that, but I'm still curious now. What do you have in your office? He says.
I mean, nothing's in my office. I just don't want you coming with me with the statue. You can come up with me right now if you'd like, but I feel like we should just get going.
It would look suspicious,
okay.
I think is what he's saying.
You look like
so.
You look like you that you were very well versed in these items. Henry says.
Yeah, I mean, I have experience with these type of items specifically.
Oh, perfect. That is great. That's exactly what we need. We should head to. We should hurry up so we can get to Egypt. And he says, Mr. Thompson, let me show you over here what's next for us in Egypt. And he says, oh, excuse me, gentlemen, I have to tend to Henry. He wants to show me something.
Yeah. Hey, Zeke.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going with, but I'm not certain if we should trust these guys.
They are acting a little shady. I think I can talk them into letting me carry it out, and then we'll stop by a store and get a bag we can use for it.
Yeah, I don't like this. I don't want to be doing this, but I'm kind of doing you a solid here because I don't know how deep you are. So I guess I'm in it deep now too.
I'm just a pilot. I don't know what's going on, man. I fly in places. Now they want to go to Egypt, which is going to be a haul.
I've learned the hard way. Ignorance is no excuse for the law. So.
Hey, as long as it's gray enough that we're not going to get in trouble for just walking around with this thing. But they sound like they're expecting somebody to try to take it. That worries me a little bit.
Yeah, that is concerning to me too. Do you know Nyarlathotep? Have you heard that name before?
What now?
No, okay. Bad news, kind of bad vibes come from that statue, you know what I mean? So we'll just
take your word for it.
If we're with the statue, bad vibes will follow.
I see what you're saying, so
yeah.
Bad luck kind of thing.
Yeah, so just kind of keep an eye out. Because it is a concern. Now, I didn't notice this before, or I would have probably not had this open to the public, but still a little late now, and I guess it's out of the public.
Well, apparently not. No, they didn't know it was here either. They just thought it might be. So I think the general
Yeah,
public doesn't really know. And now that you're
somewhat.
taking it off the display, you don't really have to worry about that. So in a way, they're kind of doing you a favor.
Yeah, we'll see exactly what their intentions are at the end. Then we'll see who did
All
the
right.
favor.
I'm gonna approach Mr. Johnson and Henry and say, "Listen, fellas, um, why don't we slip this in a pocket? I can put it in my inner jacket pocket next to my gun, and just for leaving here, and we can stop by a luggage store and get something appropriate to carry it around in. How do y'all feel about that?"
And Mr. Thompson says, well, if we're gonna put it in a pocket, I can just put it in my pocket. But I do agree that we need to get some sort of proper luggage for this. But I'm also sort of in a rush for us to get going. So maybe once we stop on England or Greenland, whichever the place you said we were gonna stop to refuel, maybe we can see how safe it is there to get um, something like a case or something there, and then we can go ultimately get it. I mean, ultimately, we are in a bit of a hurry right now. I have not a lot. I don't have a lot of time to live, so I am in a bit of a rush.
Well, you don't want to get too big a rush and forget something important. Like, there's simple things you got to remember. If you get in a hurry, things get screwed up. All I meant was that, well, we
That's why
can
I have my
stop.
my great assistant over here, Henry. He's the one that managed to find out the information about this, and he's the one helping me. Luckily, so I'm sure we're fine. We just gotta get going. And don't worry, I'll just keep it in my pocket. It'll be okay. It'll be safe. Right, Henry? Henry says, yeah, totally. We'll be fine.
The only reason I suggested myself is I was just concerned that if you were worried about pickpockets and such, being as you are of an older man and a bit frail due to your condition, that you might look like an easier mark.
Well, I do have a question for you.
Sure.
Who's piloting the plane right now?
Well, me.
Well, you're not, because I am standing over here talking about the statue, and the plane is not moving.
Right.
Right.
But
So how about we
we
get
got to get
we
it
get
already.
moving, and then ultimately, once we're up there, if you feel that you need to continue having this conversation with us, we can. But let's get the ball rolling, or flying, I
That's
guess.
that's fine. It's gonna take me a few hours to get everything set up and ready to
Perfect.
go.
Perfect. Let's get on that. Henry, why don't you go pick us up something to eat, bring it back, and that way we have something to keep around in case we get hungry. I mean, ultimately we can pee in a bucket or whatever, and we'll be fine. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will be right back. Clyde, is there anything you need for the trip, my friend? Ultimately, your
Uh,
expertise is very much appreciated. So I want you to have whatever it is that you need to be able to do your job on the best possible way.
uh, I have mostly everything I need in my bag in my office. Uh, would is this like a cargo plane type situation,
Yes.
or
Yes.
can we bring my truck?
At
No.
least
I
that
mean,
big
we
of a
were
plane.
just discussing that we may, the issue with the fueling and ultimately
Okay,
the
yeah,
fact
yeah, you're
with
right.
being too heavy and then needing even more fuel. So yeah, that might not
Alright,
be
fair enough.
feasible.
No, I got everything I need.
Okay. All right. Perfect. See, a man that is ready to go. I love people like that. People, this country was built on people like that. Yep. That is great. You're worth every penny, Clyde.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yep.
We'll see.
So
We'll see what comes of it.
anyway, I'm just gonna sit down over here, continue reading my book, and you guys. I mean, ultimately, Ezekiel is gonna get the plane going, and and ultimately you can, get yourself situated for us to be able to go.
All right. Well, while you collect your things, I'll stop at the hotel, grab my luggage, and head to the airport and sort things out there.
All right. So he goes, he sits down and grabs the figurine, and he just keeps looking at it and looks at it and looks at the book and whatever.
What book is it?
You don't know. They haven't told you.
Okay.
That has not been disclosed to you, my friend.
Alright. Well, after they all go, I'll lock back up, go up to my office. I'll take the tag and the inventory slip for that item and burn it. And now we're good. And then I'll grab my bag and tell my TAs to
All
figure it
right.
out.
So once you're all ready and ready to go, Henry comes back with the food, and time goes by, and it's time to take off. So on the takeoff, everything just goes well. You go out flying, and Ezekiel, go ahead and roll your luck.
Oh boy, luck. Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, no, you have just a smooth flight all the way to, I guess, Greenland, where you're going to refuel. No issues whatsoever. Everything's just fine as you head on. So no issues at all.
While we're on the plane, I might ask him about the. Oh crap! I can't hear each other, can we?
Yeah, I
I mean,
mean, you
you
can
could.
approach him, or you can sit with him up front, and
Or
you know,
because there's only how many spaces are there in a cockpit like that? I
probably
guess.
for two
So
people.
yeah, there'd be pilot and co-pilot seat, and then in the back you'd have seating for all the people that were going. If it's a cargo plane, it'd probably just have a few seats either mounted in there like actual seats or like those side seats you pull down.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'll wait till we're not in the plane then. Right. Better. Right.
Are you
Better to
wanting to
wait till
talk
we're
to
not.
me or them?
Them. I was gonna ask about the book, but it's probably I don't want to. I don't want to stir things up in the air. I'll wait.
All right, so ultimately, you guys continue flying until you get to Greenland. Nothing truly eventful happens.
All right. Well, considering it would probably be like a 6 hour flight from where we are to Greenland, considering how slow planes were back then, and then like another 8 over to England, we'd probably need to stop for the night when we get there.
And Henry says, "Well, I mean, I don't see why we couldn't just continue flying. I mean, you can just set up the just we can take turns. I mean, ultimately, it shouldn't be that hard, right? Just to hold the directional heading in one direction.
I mean, are either of y'all a pilot?
No, that's why I'm asking you if it will be like extremely hard to be able to just sustain the plane as it's flying already, not necessarily having to like take off or anything. I mean,
All
but
right. So what do you do when we're in the middle of the air and you lose oil pressure and I'm asleep in the back?
well, I woke you up.
What's pressure?
Well,
I
that's
wake
the
you
kind
up.
of thing you need to be able to respond to immediately. Not, oh, let's go get this guy up and everything else. You want to get there, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course I want to get there. That's why I said if something like that happens, I'll wake you up.
I mean, all due
Listen,
respect,
I mean-
I'm not a pilot, and I'm not gonna pretend that I am.
Well, no, you don't.
I
have
think
to.
we should let him
You
do.
shouldn't. You shouldn't have to pretend that you're anything. I'm just saying that ultimately, if there is a problem, which we may not even have one, we can just wake him up and he just tell us how to resolve it. And he may not even need to wake up.
Listen, here's what we'll do. When we stop in England,
Yeah.
I'll go into the pilot center, I'll catch 4 hours, and then we'll start back up. But I'm not flying dead ass tired and risking everyone's lives. I'm responsible for every life on this plane.
Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
then-
If that's what you think is
And then
is
you would
best,
never cure your cancer because you'd already be dead.
if I think you're right. If that's what you think is best, that's what we should do. Totally, I agree.
All right then.
Yeah, no, I. You know what? When people are right is right. Especially being experts like you're an expert pilot, so definitely I trust your judgment. If you say that you need some sleep, and then that's what you should get.
Yep.
Yeah,
And also,
trust
like,
the experts.
before we take back off, I would definitely try to get a weather report to know if we're going to head into anything.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's definitely important to know what the weather's gonna be like. That I
Yeah.
cannot
I'm
agree
just-
more.
So we would do that and then make our way to England.
That sounds like a plan. All right, so just for the sake of this, we're gonna call it here because we only got 10 minutes.
Okay.